Charging $25,000 per keynote has nothing to do with ego, fame, or luck. It comes down to what six-figure speakers understand about value that most speakers never learn in their entire career. Now, many speakers think high fees are reserved for celebrities or viral names. And here's the thing. You're watching me. I make $25,000 per keynote. I have for the last 3+ years. I'm upping the fees here this next year. I do about 24 speeches per year. I'm not famous. You probably never heard of me, maybe possibly till just now. And that's okay, because truth is an amazing industry of a lot of people. There's companies that I get brought out to speak for I didn't know existed on planet Earth, right? It's not about fame. It's about understanding how to do things properly, because the truth is there are plenty of non-famous speakers who charge $25,000 per keynote consistently. The difference isn't talent, it's positioning, packaging, and perception. It's all about value, because the truth is there's different industries and different speakers on different topics. And so the idea is, does what you do come as valuable to the demographic of people that need what you do and what you talk about? So for me, in this video, I'm going to break down for you what six-figure speakers know and how they structure their business to command premium fees. Because one, this is me, and two, this is not something you shouldn't know. There's a ton of room for a lot of people to enter the world as a speaker, and I want to show you how to do that. So we're going to break these things down. Now, the first thing is, people that are charging $25,000 per speech, they sell outcomes, not, listen to this, they sell outcomes, not speeches. The person who's charging $25,000 a keynote, they're not worried about the speech. Sounds crazy, but when I get on stages, people don't even know the majority of what I'm going to say when I'm up there. Oftentimes, I will tell the actual person, listen, I don't 100% know what's going to come out of my mouth until it's coming out of my mouth. Now, I know the flow of what I'm going to go through, but I don't know every single word. I know what stories I'm going to tell. I know why I will tell that story. But here's the thing. When we are done, your people will understand the importance of developing a dominator's identity through doing dark work. That's the outcome. How do I develop a dominator, a person that governs and exerts control over their future, over their weaker version, their submitter version of themselves, so they can lead themselves, lead their teams, and lead the company to the goals the company has? That's the outcome. I'm not going to tell them, I'm going to tell a bunch of cool stories. They're really going to enjoy it, have a lot of fun, be super inspired. That's not it. The 25,000 isn't for 60 minutes. It's for transformation. That's why you're up there, right? High fee speakers can articulate to people the business problem that they solve, the cost of not solving it for the company, the measurable outcome of the talk they're going to give. And that way value is framed in a result, not inspiration. Now, are you going to be inspirational? 1,000%. You're going to make sure you are inspirational. You motivate the people, but a person who's motivated but doesn't know what to do with that motivation, you're hurting them. Because now they feel like, oh, I can do this. But quickly they realize they don't know how to do that. So if you haven't given them steps, proprietary process steps to get to the outcome, then what happens is you're not selling the outcome, you're selling a speech. It's going to be fun and engaging and cool, right? But where's it bringing our people? What will my people be able to do come tomorrow from what you taught them today? You do that right, people will love you. Your name will go out beyond you. You'll get booked vastly more. And if you're not there yet, you'll get to that point of charging more per speech. Now, point two, speakers who are charging $25,000 per speech or more, they operate as, hey, I hope you're enjoying this video right now. Now, I want to let you know that I developed a speaker quiz that reveals what your speaker type is, the strength of your type, and more importantly, how to capitalize on that type to build an impactful and income-producing speaking business. To get this quiz and take it and get the information you need, simply hit the link you see below in the description, or you can wait till the end of the video to head over and check it out. All right, that's it. Let's get back to it. I'll tell you this. They operate as experts, right? Experts. It's a big piece, not just speakers. Now, I am not knocking being a speaker as a thing in any way, but I'm not up there as a speaker, or even better as a language, not entertainers, right? Entertainers. People can entertain all day long. I can make you laugh as a comedian, have fun and move you. But if I want you to really bring me up there, I'm an expert. The thing that I do, and I don't do anything else. I am not the guy to call if you want someone to talk to your team about a leadership expertise principle. I can develop a person that you want to lead, but I don't have leadership tactics. I'm not the guy you want to call for human connection, right? I'm not the guy you want to call for productivity. I'm the guy you call when you want a dominant team of people who don't take anything as an excuse. They move, they charge, they're resilient, they're proactive, they are persevering. Like, I am the guy that develops grit in people through dark work, right? I'm not coming up there as a guy that I got some things I do. I'm an expert in that. I know how to shift your team's identities. Right? So for me, that's my realm. I'm a specific tool for a specific need and purpose. Outside of that, people try to be an entertainer, you lose people. Entertainers, they get applause. Experts, they get paid. Now, yeah, there's different levels. There's some entertainers, right, that actually the movie stars, the true stand-up comedians, that's a different realm. And those people, they grit and grind to get to that level. But a speaker is not brought in to just entertain. They're brought in to transform the people, the minds and the hearts of the people that the audience is comprised of. Six-figure speakers position themselves as strategic thinkers, as problem solvers, and they are culture and performance partners. How do we get this thing that you do into the heads of my people? Because it solves a problem and it's done strategically so they can buy into it and actually know how to get the result. So what happens, authority increases price tolerance instantly. People may hear you go like 25,000. Oh my gosh, that's a high number. But think about it. If I go, hey, I have this brand new car I want to sell you. And someone goes, okay, what does it cost? $25,000. Man, I don't know if I can afford that car. What kind of car is it? So they're going to ask. I go, oh, it's a brand new Hyundai. I don't know, right? It's a brand new Ferrari right off the line. 25,000. I will find a way. I will find a way to get that money to make that. Don't hold the car for me. I'm going to come get it. Why? Because the value outweighs the price, right? The tolerance instantly changes. So authority, when you're that expert that can create that solution for them and be that strategic thinker and a culture or a performance partner, well, now the price for what it's way up here is the value, but your price is down here because for them, they need this, right? That's the idea, is how do you frame it in a way to where you are an expert, not just an entertainer, right? It's a big thing to think about. Now, number 3, they package, listen to this. When they're packaging something, these speakers, they package a framework. Framework is the big thing. If you don't know what a framework is, it's a step-by-step process people need. But they are not packaging a story. Not a story. I am not packaging the story for you. Nobody cares about my story. It sounds weird to say it this way. No one books me for my story. They care about the story. Nobody books me for my story. They book me for my message and my outcome. And the outcome is a promise. The promise needs step-by-step process, which is my framework to get there. My story is a cool thing to listen to, but if I don't extract from my story the steps that audience needs in a framework manner, then all I'm doing is simply telling a story, and they have no idea why they should hear the story. But if I put it into a space where it's a framework and they can take that and put it into use for themselves, now I got something special. See, a framework, it should feel and should be proprietary. And proprietary feels premium, special, unique, different. Nobody else has that. And I'm not saying some acronym like FIRE, find inside resources exponentially. No, like it's not just an acronym. It's an actual process. You can name the process, but don't make the acronym the process because there's no stages to move through. I have different trainings where I uncover and unpack for you how to create a good framework, right? But the idea is you really got to step back and go, do I have a proprietary process that can deliver confidence in the person booking me to be able to get the audience the result I've promised in my message? There's got to be something there that's tangible they can chew on, right? Frameworks create confidence for plans because they're repeatable. I'm not guessing up here today, and the company I worked for before that loved my speech and got great results, they can have that same result with another company and another company and another company. This is where the high fee framework comes in, because when you have a framework, you can charge high fees. It's one of our titles of our programs. It's called the high fee framework. When you do it right, now I can charge more, right? Now, the fourth thing that speakers at a high level actually do is essentially they protect their price through something unique. So they protect their price through scarcity. It's hard to say it this way and like get you to get it, but essentially scarcity and standards, right? And so the scarcity and standards is this. When I'm in my realm doing what I do, I intentionally say no to speeches that don't fit. I have fewer dates of availability. I have clear boundaries of what was required by me to get on your stage, and have a firm pricing signal because I know what it is that my fee is, and I don't go below that. So what happens is someone goes, man, if we want that guy, we got to pay his fee, and he's worth it. And I am. I've positioned myself that way. I have frameworks that are built this way. I have everything out there, so it's very clear that not only can I provide a great experience and perform well, but there's value to what I'm talking about that's going to be unique to your people. So what happens is I'm not negotiating from fear. I'm negotiating from value. I know that I'm scarce. I know I have boundaries. I have a firm pricing point. See, high fees are reinforced by professionalism and confidence. So I know that when I'm stepping into a conversation, I go, look, I only do 24 speeches per year. I'm very clear, and that's my number. I want to be a present father right now. I don't want to be a road warrior, so I do 24. If you want to be one of the 24, here's what has to happen. My fee is $25,000. I have to be able to get in and get out. Here's my traveling fee. Here is how it works. Now, I am open to adjusting things, but it also has to fit something that feels right to me. If you're having me come and speak about something outside of my faith or outside of what I believe is an integrity thing, I'm not going to do it. That's okay. You can find a myriad of different speakers. I have nothing against you, but it's not going to be for me, right? So I have standards and I hold that. So what it allows me to do is people know that's that guy's fee. He's worth that fee. If you get him, he is going to be amazingly valuable for your people. So there's no problems anymore, right? So that's the idea, is you want to get to that point there. Now, point 5, the last one is they back their fee with, you can guess it, hopefully. So they back their fee with proof. So if you can't read that, back their fee with proof. Now, what I mean by this is they have case studies, testimonials, brand logos, repeat bookings. A lot of people talking about them positively, social media videos. And then when the social media gets posted, the people who watch that person speak, they comment below and go, man, one of the best speakers I ever saw, right? So people that have a high fee, and you take that and you screenshot this, right? We also, my company, we do surveys. So I have tangible data on how I performed, right? Proof eliminates risk, which is what planners are really paying to avoid. They want to make sure that if they charge $25,000, that the people, when they're done watching you speak, go back to them and go, great, great person. Like, you booked the right speaker. How much? 25? That's it? Only 25? Wow. Like, we had someone we paid 50,000. They weren't even that good. It's happened to me many times, which is why I'm raising my fees, right? But confidence plus proof creates premium pricing. And that's where all of us want to be, in a position where when I step into the realm that people see me and they go, man, it's great. Now, for me, I've realized that this is not an easy thing to build into immediately. All this takes time. But the idea is this: when you start going out into the world as a speaker, everything that you do has got to be in the mentality of, this is an interview for my next speech. Every time. Everything you do is an interview for the next speech. So how I have the pre-event discovery call, my slides being put in, when I show up and how I show up, how I work with the AV, obviously how I am on stage, how I'm weaving in this keynote language, how I'm pricing myself, how I'm everything. It matters, so that when I'm on that stage and someone goes, that was a great speaker, and they talk to the person who booked you, they go, yeah, phenomenal speaker. To be honest, we would have paid more for that person because they're so great. If you can get them at this rate, lock it in. That's a big thing. You want that language going out in front of you, because here's what I've come to find. Your business lives and dies in the dark, which is the conversations that are dark to you. They're had about you in the quiet pockets of text messages, DMs, in-person conversations when you're not present. If those conversations are negative because you did something funny or you're just weird or hard to work with, you won't even know it, but exponentially your business will die. But if you have great things said about you, because you show up respectfully, exponentially the business will grow because your business lives or dies in the dark. If you have these things going on, then what happens is the conversations had in the dark are ones you want to be seen in the light. And then more people come across to you, they'll engage your content, they'll love what you do, it'll be beautiful for you. So just so we're clear to wrap this up, $25,000 keynotes, they aren't about being famous and being the name everybody knows, the millions of followers, the best-selling book. It's not even required, to be honest. They're about being positioned properly, knowing what your value is, who needs that value, and being very clear that you can provide that value. If you want to build a framework and authority that supports premium fees and consistent bookings, head to speaktofreedom.com. You'll see what we do and how we do it to provide an amazing resource to people that want to be on stage to share their message and make amazing impact while also making amazing income. We've had many clients make $9, $10, $18, $20, and $25,000 per keynote consistently. And it's by doing these things, but it takes a build. If you want help, I'd love to help you do that. If not, continue watching these cool free videos I do, and I will see you in the next video.